Microphone check 1 2. All right, we got a little backlight going on over there. Let's turn the screen brightness down a little bit. Yeah. All right. I want to explore. First of all, hope everyone's doing well. Had a really not even intense, but just yeah busy day so far. Today, a lot of work, a lot of things that needed to get done. But someone mentioned yesterday in the live stream something about using the tape track, and this is something I thought about a while ago. But using the tape track to explore like sampling or chopping samples in a way that is unique to the XY. So something that's not unique to the XY that a lot of other devices have is chop it like transient chopping slices and stuff like that. Like that's a thing already that exists. And I've used it a little bit, but I haven't really, whatever. There might be other ways. Like for me, koala sample is a lot more fun and inspiring to sample. Using that sort of layout, I have to spend more time using it on here in order to like determine its usability for me. However, what I just did before loading up the live stream is I just loaded or recorded in a random 20-second sample using USB-C from my phone. And I want to explore a new project on here and bringing that sample into one of the drum tracks and just explore what chopping that sample using the tape track kind of is. I think it could work pretty well because you can do pitch shifting and you can sequence what's happening there, but I'm not sure. So let's explore it together. All right, so first thing I want to do is go to here. I think I have it loaded. So I have it right here. Let's bring that volume up a little. So the first thing I think of is whether or not you need a perfect loop or not there. I don't know the answer to that question, but maybe we'll try to get a perfect loop to start with because maybe you actually do need that. Let's see. So something like this, and then I think shift. No, I thought there was a way to get more granular on the starting and end point here. I thought shift does that, but it doesn't. But that's okay. I'm not worried about that for now. There might be a way. I have to look that up later. But I want to loop this, right? So let's try to loop it. No, hang on. Gate. I don't know. Let's just try to bring the end. Let's just see what happens. Let's turn loop off. So that was another thing I would like on here is like, I would like to be able to see a vertical line of where the sample is playing through on the waveform. I'm used to that with Koala Sampler. I'm used to that pretty much anywhere you're looking at a sample, at least I think so, that you can see like where the sample is playing at any given moment. That'll help with like looping, I think. But let's keep trying. So that should stop right there. So let's bring this longer, because like right now, in order to get this to a perfect loop, it's going to be a little tedious. And I don't know where that moment is, right? So before even doing that, let's just try. A little shorter. I think it's right here. Let's see. Something like this. Yo, what up, man? So, yeah, I'm trying to figure out how sampling on the XY works as it pertains to using the tape track. Pretty excited about it. I think it could work well because it's one of the unique features on the XY, right? So that's what I kicked the video off kind of sharing. So yeah, I'm trying to get like a close to a perfect loop to start. Let's bring this volume up a little. This is close. There is a metronome right here. And so that's another thing that you could turn this on, and I can kind of get, that's a great point, It's like figuring out the workflow, figuring out the things that you need to do versus things that you don't need to do as it pertains to the tape track. So the first thing would be like, I don't know that this is the pitch that I'm going to want to use this at. So it may or may not make sense to kind of do the tap tempo thing. So I'm tapping that, and now I have a tempo that's close to it. Right, so that type of thing. But when so if I load that here, so that's actually not too bad, not too, whatever. Let's go 4. So that's actually coincidentally really close. However, now that I have that there and I'm close to the tempo, but what I would be using, Big Dog, what's your social security? That's funny. Okay, so now going into tape track. So this is kind of where it gets, I think, a little bit interesting, because obviously you have this craziness happening, but you gotta mess around with some of these things. So first of all, this changes the play speed, but then this changes how much of it plays. But then this changes. No, we don't care about that. This changes. So I want to explore this a little bit and say if we have I don't think we actually need to. Wait, I think I don't know if we need to have that step there. Let's see. Nothing is here. No, we certainly, of course, need that there. Obviously. So you need something playing, because whatever's playing is kind of feeding. What's the device? A MIDI control? No, far beyond that. Yeah, Benjamin, what's going on, right? This person is tied to the FBI. Good sport. Have a good one. That sample is hard. Hey, thank you. Funny. Okay, so you need something feeding through, and then you have this, and then let's explore this a little. So maybe you don't need it perfect. Yo, what's going on, KYXXX? Why do you have a check next to your name? Does that mean you're someone more important than other people? Do you guys see that check next to KYXXX's name? Are you like a channel member or something? I don't know. Either way. Cool. All right, so let's see. So yeah, this is actually, I think this is kind of a big deal. I think, because let's just keep exploring. So maybe mix needs to be all the way. Let me see. So let me just see something. No, we need mix all the way down, because so you need that sound there. You need that playing all the way through. And then if you want to sequence, this is the part where it's kind of like, how do you sequence? We got to try it out and see. That means he is kind of a bit, not fully there. Bro, he said he just verified, ignore it. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, he has your. So this is where it gets weird, because you got to have every step, something on every step in the tape track in order for this to work. But how do you make it sound musical? Well, let's explore. I'm not sure how musical it is. I don't know. Okay, so let's try a couple other things. So this first one changes, like, makes the speed super fast, like times something crazy, like times 10. You're not going to be using any of that. And then this one changes just the more granular. And then this one just changes how much of it plays. Okay, so I think that's kind of where you need to be. What's going on, Angela? How are you? Hey, take care, Benjamin. Appreciate you, man. That Oscar, your message just got flagged. I guess I'll let that in. I mean, that's not terrible. It's not. I mean, I get it. I get why they would flag it, but that's just. It's like funny in a way. I don't know. All right, here we go. So. So it's only taking one bar worth of stuff. And this is 76, so what about 100? And that jumps like that. Why does that jump like that? Weird. It jumps a little bit. That's weird. Does the XY have a radio? Unfortunately, it doesn't. That was a thing that I would like and kind of fell off the radar, but I thought about buying and still thinking about buying like a small, hey Osmo, how's it going? Like a small battery operated, 3.5 millimeter, I can just plug it in and just get radio signal to like sample from. That is something that I need to research a bit more, but I think that would be kind of cool to have on here. For sure, because obviously the OP1, what you have in the field, obviously have that, and to be able to sample like that, I think that would have been nice to have included in here, especially considering like the OP4, they know radio technology, because they have that there. But whatever. I'm becoming a little bit not annoyed but uninspired by this because I think I need someone to teach me how to do this. That's the cool part of yeah, for sure. To teach me how to use this tape track. I don't know. But anyway, let's just make something else now. Okay. There we go. So it's kind of like that's too much, maybe 2. So we don't even need that, we need 1 bar. Let's get in the habit of not doing as much with this quantize, Let's see if we can actually we can stack fifths on here pretty well. Bro's cooking. I'm trying. So can we sample anything with this internal and external mics? Yes, you can. You can cancel. You can sample your. This is a headset and the main headphone out port right here. You can also sample with the built-in microphone, which is extremely sensitive and I think really good quality right here. You can also sample line in stuff, right? So connect something into it, line in. You can also sample via USB-C. So you can do a lot of crazy stuff on here. It's pretty dope. So let's try to stack some fifths. then what's this one? And then what's this one? And then what is the fifth? This is B. That's not a fifth. Hang on. Wait, what? Wait, fifth. And then this last chord got to be something we got to resolve to. Oh, here. That's weird. So we can just jump. We can do F, G, A, and then to C. So we can do that. So let's go up to 8. No, 4. Let's try. So we're going to jump to C. And we need this to be 8, not 4. Let's try that again. Messed up. We might be able to just plug this in. Let me just see. Does that work that way? Let me see. Why did that? That's weird. This is supposed to like that. Let's try that again. Let's see. Yo, Jamie, what's up, man? I owe you a message. So, Jamie, the idea here is on some of these types of videos, we're gonna also let's give a shout out to my man Jamie, who is a channel member. Look at that thing next to his name there, right? What is that? Can anyone tell me what kind of note that is right there? Is that a quarter note? Is that an eighth note? Is that a 16th note? 32nd note? Let me know. But yeah, OP1 field right in front, using it with this. Let's talk. Think you're doing is at the heart of creativity. Oh wow, musicians need to sit and play around with instruments more. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate that. I think I talked about it in an older video or kind of somewhat recent video, but I think that yeah, when people tell me that what I do is inspiring them creatively in a way that's not like, oh, I need that new piece of gear, but oh, I want to have a sense of great job. I want to have a sense of creative inspiration, like what I'm seeing me, Kevin, Khordmaster have. And so let me spend some time, like that's important to me. So I appreciate that. Anyway, let's see if this last note took this chord. So we can. So I don't want to overcomplicate this. So I want to bring in. I want a musical sound for this particular track 4, to not have to change that much, but sound nice with each one of those 4 chords. the other thing that I was thinking about the other day is going into the effects and changing the effects parameters. You know what I'm saying? Because I haven't really done that. I've only changed like the effect send amounts. So for example, reverb has size, mod, tone, dry. Let's mess around with this a little bit. So we can just try to do some type of 4-bar just improv. So obviously that needs to be, so everything so far is just like turn quantization off for every single thing. Hey, thank you, appreciate you. Much love, Angela, thank you. That's weird. That's weird, because that's not what I've recorded. So maybe I need to have, hey, thank you, Stabworthy. I was gonna say strawberry. But thank you. I appreciate it. I really do. And let's give a quick acknowledgement to what these live streams have been for me lately. Yeah, things have been very busy in my life lately. Good things. Business is growing, more demand and all the things, and just trying to figure out how to balance, my responsibilities. Oh, I do sing. I would like to start singing actually on some of these. It's a great idea. Out and about, a little bit different, to do. But yeah, I do. And I like singing. And I think that bringing some of my voice into some of these mixes would actually be a great idea. So I appreciate the reminder. But yeah, just like today, for example, I spent, the better part of like the first 5 hours of today working, not doing too much creative, but just getting stuff that I need to get done, and made a dent in a lot of these tasks, and still got to make it to the gym in a little bit, but I just felt the need to do something creative. And pretty much whenever I'm on this, for the most part, you guys are having an opportunity to join, because so far I rarely use this without doing the live stream, because where this is placed in this bag is everything else, which is not a lot. It's just the headset and a USB-C cable and the tripod, but everything is placed there, so I can just grab it and just get set up immediately without thinking too much about it. My band makes rap beats. Very cool. We're desperate to find some rappers who will spit some. Can you, if you remember to do so after this, go to my YouTube channel and go see if you can navigate to like the community tab. Hey, what's going on, Saul? How are you? And drop me a link to what you make. And so, at some point we're gonna want to have a place, whether it's my YouTube's community tab, which people like you and anyone who's a subscriber can just post whatever they want on there. I don't know if that's going to be the home base for a community, or if it's going to be Patreon, where I've tried before, but YouTube's trying to do things to make it so that people who I meet from the platform can stay on the platform. And I've always kind of wanted that. I didn't want to have to send people to a platform that they may or may not have. If you're watching this, you have YouTube. So to me, I think that kind of makes sense, at least to start with for now. So yeah, feel free to drop me a link. Dope. Cool. I'm excited. Yeah, drop me like, say for example, you meet somebody that you're like, oh snap, I met, like I thought about this. I met this person at Costco who I do have Discord. That could be a thing, but again, Discord, 100% of people that are on here don't have it, and then it's kind of like, you know, but I mean, I can also say go to the community tab or go to my Discord. I probably need to link it in my about section or something. I think it might be, I don't remember, but I certainly use it pretty extensively. But where was I? Oh yeah, if you meet someone and they're like, oh, send me some of your music or something. Like if you have a go-to song that's like the one that you want that encompasses what you or your band is about musically, like send that over to me. I'm still using the SP303MC. Dope. Sounds like you got a good setup. Those are all great products from what I understand. I'm looking to make a ukulele loop pack. Oh wow, something small. Just please please do that. We can maybe be in lockstep with that, because if you make that, I would use it on some music stuff here, right? And say, hey, shout out to my friend Angela who released this pack, and make some stuff with that on here. And that's one of the things that I think is really cool about this is it just kind of, things can kind of fit right into the workflow. I kind of like that. So please do. And also I'm in the process of putting together, yeah, for sure. My email address should be accessible in the contact section of my about page on YouTube. So try that. But yeah, in the process of making, I want to make a pack as well. I want to do a lot of things, but yeah, just the idea of having like a music pack that can create passive income, and I have a workflow set. Like I have the idea. The idea is here already, but I have a workflow set that kind of makes it so when I'm making music on here, for example,